If it gets clear, we will free. I don't think we got enough time for that. I will cut that hand off.
When the baby Rambo's balls drop.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 theory and prediction video. And today, my theory will explain in detail why Brayden's threat to take Kane's hand from him, although it seemed like a harmless threat at the time, was actually the writers foreshadowing the very dark side of Brayden that we will fully see him embrace during Season 4 of Ghost. This theory began to connect for me after remembering that scene and also remembering that it was just confirmed that Brayden will be embracing a new, darker lifestyle. So problematic that Tariq will be forced to decide if he should take his friend's life. And I will back this theory by connecting the watch reference made during Brayden's scene with Kane, as well as the watch reference and callbacks between 2-Bit, Tariq, and the Ghost Man himself. All of these things will prove to have meant something before the final season of Ghost is over. And we will uncover this together, y'all. This video is going to be yet another banger, so go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so y'all can get this fire every day. And much love to those much loyal subscribers who send me those Cash App donations every day but wish to remain anonymous. It lets me know that what I'm doing is valuable. All donations can be sent to jpeterson91, or you can send a super thanks by using the thanks option right next to the share and remix option under the video. Thanks in advance. Now without further ado, let's get to it. All right now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Let's talk about what could cause Brayden to behave this way in the first place. And when I say behave this way, yes, I mean Brayden ultimately cutting Kane's hand off to get Trace Weston's wristwatch back. The writers will humanize the Weston family and make us care for all of them. They will be forced to come together as a family in order to keep themselves safe from the Tejadas and Noma, even though Noma will be something that Brayden will choose to keep away from his family. A lot of pain will be felt and blood will be shed between both the Tejada and Weston families respectively before it's all said and done. I also think we will see Brayden and Trace become closer at some points. And if that happens, then you know Trace's days are definitely numbered. Becca Weston and Trace Weston will play very important roles in whatever ends up happening between Brayden and Kane, respectively. And personally, I might add. Plus, Brayden may have already shot Kane in the hand while saving Tariq's life. So before I break down what will happen that will definitely lead to Brayden liberating Kane from his own hand, I gotta remind all of you witnessing this masterful work right now about the significance of the time wristwatch within the Power series. 2-Bit has Ghost Watch on right now, driving in Tariq's car. That watch and that car belongs to Tariq, and it's been popping up as far back as the robbery scene in OG Power. So because of that alone, we cannot overlook where I'm about to take all of you with this theory. Now we know for sure Brayden will indeed take a turn so dark. Tariq will seriously question for the first time if he should kill his best friend for becoming a liability. So now let's explain how Kane will use either Becca or Trace Weston to provoke Brayden, eventually leading Brayden to take Kane's hand. We will see Becca and Diana, first of all, form a friendship even in the middle of this war. Let's all remember that as of now, Becca and Diana are still roommates at Stansfield. making Diana a very important pawn that can be used by Kane at any time in order to send a message to Brayden. And that message could be sent by Kane recognizing the friendship between Becca and Diana. Kane could kidnap Becca against Diana's will in order to bring Brayden out. And another angle we could see is this. Monet could threaten the Westons with death if they dare try cooperating with the feds in order to get rid of them. And the Westons could not expose the Tejadas without exposing themselves as well for stealing money from them in the first place. They did get themselves into this problem. So they have no choice but to basically do what Monet says or die or go to jail. And Monet's order will be to keep Becca in school so they can use her influence and her white privilege to move weight in Stansfield, while Diana oversees it and learns. So Kane will likely just get even with Brayden by deciding to kidnap Trace. And to make things even more interesting, in the teaser, there is a scene of somebody's drugs getting blown up or set on fire. Let's assume it was Tariq and Brayden destroying Kane's work, making him lose money as well as be under immediate threat from Noma. They are in the middle of a war. He could easily find himself low on funds and thus feeling very desperate. Okay? And this could also explain why Kane is in the middle of a UFC match, because that's weird, all right? Leading Kane to holding Trace for ransom, later resulting in Kane killing Trace. The reason being would simply be because Brayden didn't make it to the location where Kane and Trace are at the designated time that Kane told him to be there, even if Brayden happened to be on his way at the time. Kane could simply lose his patience and gun Trace down in a dark room as he sits there in a chair, tied up and scared. This could even be a scene reminiscent of the scene where Franklin Saint killed dude's father for playing around with his money as well, all right? Think about it. Kane probably would have planned to get the money and kill both Trace and Brayden anyways. What if this was the mid-season cliffhanger? And if that don't happen, we already know that Trace is also a rat. So what if Trace manages to get caught trying to snitch on the Tejadas? This will still lead to Kane killing Trace, and we already know the dark turn Brayden will take in season 4. Could this be one of the reasons? Kane spent 3 seasons literally bullying both Brayden and Tariq. He will not continue to get away with that. He will be severely outwitted at some point, and it will definitely cost him. But the question is, how much? Because Kane will still have the watch of a dead Trace Weston by the time all of this happens. And even if Kane is caught and survives by some kind of power logic and plot armor, because we also know that that exists, he still will have Trace Weston's watch on his wrist at that point. And Brayden already told Kane exactly what he will do to get that watch back last season. So Kane could end up surviving this said encounter, and by luck of course, but not without losing his hand. And to those of you who think it's even remotely impossible for Brayden to do that to Kane, and if you think they wouldn't do something like that within the Power series, we have already seen in Power at least 2 examples of how the supposed villain of the show gains permanent war scars from being in the heat of battle. Kanan Stark had burn scars resulting from his fight with Ghost, plus a neck scar from Jukebox that we will undoubtedly see unfold, as we know that Raising Kanan has been given an extra season, okay? And also we have Unique, who a lot of us, including myself, currently believe is Breeze. He will definitely become a villain at some point, and we all know what happened to him as far as his fight with his brother Rodney that left him seriously, permanently scarred. So Kane losing his hand is actually way more plausible than your ass previously imagined. Like, shit, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just blew y'all minds again. Like, shit, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-given. That's like my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.